a lovely day here. This is the breakfast table.
I'm just eating an orange.
Just enjoying coffee and breakfast, even though it's like 1 p.m. Today, we ride. We're going to ride some horses.
Leaked 911 call, Liam Payne's final moments before tragedy shocks fans. The world is still in shock over the heartbreaking news of Liam Payne's unexpected passing in Buenos Aires. However, a recently leaked 911 call is now providing insight into his final moments, uncovering details that are sure to leave you stunned. Liam was discovered unconscious after falling from the third-floor balcony of his hotel, but a recently leaked 911 call from a terrified hotel employee is now raising fresh concerns about what truly happened leading up to that fateful moment. It all started with a frantic call from the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel in Buenos Aires. The hotel worker, alarmed by the unfolding situation, made not one, but two urgent calls to emergency services, fearing for the safety of their high-profile guest, Liam Payne himself. The first call occurred after hotel staff observed Liam behaving erratically. The worker, while maintaining a mix of calm and anxiety, described the scene, explaining that Liam had been acting out of control, destroying items in his room, and urgently needed assistance. In this initial call, the hotel employee made it clear they were genuinely worried about what might happen next, and sensed that the situation was rapidly escalating. However, the most haunting details surfaced in the second 911 call, which was leaked to the public just last night. This call commenced right after the first one was abruptly disconnected. The hotel worker called back in a state of panic, expressing deep concern for Liam's safety. The call begins with the operator calmly asking, "Hello, where is the emergency?" Esteban, the hotel worker, identified himself and mentioned that he had called earlier but was cut off. He provided the hotel's address and underscored the critical nature of the situation. The fear in the worker's voice was palpable as they expressed concern that Liam Payne might harm himself. This was no longer just a case of a hotel room being destroyed. It was about preventing something far worse. By the time the 911 calls were made, Liam's behavior had already raised serious alarms. According to local media reports, he had been seen acting erratically in the hotel lobby earlier in the day. He even smashed his own laptop in a fit of rage and had to be carried back to his room. This erratic behavior was likely what triggered the hotel staff's initial concern, but as the night progressed, the situation escalated. Sources say that Liam's condition may have been the result of a combination of drugs and alcohol, which had left him unstable and unpredictable. It was in this heightened state that the hotel worker feared the worst, knowing that Liam had access to a balcony on the third floor, which only increased the risk. While the full details of what happened inside Liam's hotel room remain unclear, the two emergency calls paint a disturbing picture. The hotel worker, head of reception, told the dispatcher that Liam had been staying at the Casa Sur Palermo for 2 or 3 days. During that time, his behavior grew increasingly concerning. In the call, the dispatcher asks for more details about the guest. The worker confirms that they have not been able to enter the room due to Liam's erratic state and emphasizes the need for urgent help. Despite attempts to swiftly bring emergency services to the hotel, the tragedy everyone dreaded was unfolding. Outside, stunned fans gathered as news spread, while police cordoned off the area. Forensic teams in protective suits and blue gloves were seen entering and exiting the hotel, underscoring the gravity of the situation. By the time emergency responders arrived, it was already too late. Liam Payne had fallen from the balcony and was found unresponsive. Emergency Medical Services Director Alberto Crescenti reported that Liam had sustained very serious injuries after plummeting approximately 45 feet into an internal courtyard. "We verified his identity using the passport he had," he stated. Crescenti told the Argentine newspaper Clarín that the team observed an apparent fracture at the base of his skull. His body was subsequently taken to a local morgue for a post-mortem examination. He explained that the alarm was raised at 5:04 p.m. local time, reporting that a person was lying in an internal courtyard at Casa Sur. An ambulance arrived at 5:11 p.m., but sadly, the man was pronounced dead at the scene. Afterwards, we learned he was a famous singer, he added. Unfortunately, the injuries from the fall were fatal, and there was no chance of resuscitation. Tragically, just hours before this devastating event, Payne had shared what would turn out to be his final series of Snapchats. One post depicted him smiling with his girlfriend captioned, "Lovely day in Argentina." Another post included a lighthearted mention of their Halloween plans, where Payne contemplated dressing up as Forrest Gump. However, the most haunting post came shortly before his death. It was a picture of his hotel, with the caption, "Happy I got some time away," accompanied by a heart emoji. Was Payne genuinely content in those final moments, or was he concealing deeper struggles? These posts now serve as heart-wrenching reminders of what might have been, had circumstances been different. Adding to the complexity of Liam's situation was his ongoing legal battle with his ex-fiancée, Maya Henry. As Liam was navigating the final days of his life, Maya had initiated legal proceedings against him by issuing a cease and desist letter. Reports suggested that she accused him of repeatedly reaching out to her and her family, creating a tense and difficult situation for both of them. This legal trouble led fans to speculate about the emotional turmoil Liam faced in his final days. Was he grappling with heartbreak over the breakup? The burden of unresolved issues can weigh heavily on a person's mind, and it seemed Liam had a lot to deal with. Under such stress, finding a way out can be challenging, especially for someone in the public eye like him, where every action is closely watched and judged. Fans couldn't help but wonder about the link between his personal struggles and his tragic fate. Liam Payne's career was a remarkable journey, reflecting the ups and downs many experience in life. He first gained the world's attention as a teenager on The X Factor, impressing the judges with his soulful voice. When One Direction was formed, the group quickly ascended to fame, becoming a global phenomenon almost overnight. Their catchy songs and vibrant energy brought joy to millions, creating a strong bond between fans and each member. However, the band went on an indefinite hiatus in 2016, leaving fans heartbroken and wondering what the future would hold for their favorite stars. For Liam, it was an opportunity to carve out his own identity as a solo artist. He released his debut album LP1 in 2019, which featured hit tracks like Strip That Down and For You. These songs not only showcased his vocal talent, but also marked a new chapter in his life, where he was free to explore his musical style without the confines of being part of a group. But with fame came challenges. In recent years, Liam faced personal struggles that painted a different picture than the one fans often saw. He battled with health issues, including a serious kidney infection in 2023 that forced him to postpone his South American tour. Fans were concerned for him, wishing him a speedy recovery and sending messages of support. Just a month before his passing, the announcement of his role as a judge on a new Netflix show rekindled hope among his supporters. Many saw it as a sign that he was on the verge of a significant comeback, and the excitement surrounding the new project filled fans with anticipation. However, little did they know that the shadow of tragedy loomed large over these hopeful moments. Liam James Payne was born on August 29, 1993, at New Cross Hospital in Wolverhampton, a city in the West Midlands of England. Raised in the Heathtown district, Liam came into the world as the youngest child of Karen and Jeff Payne. His mother worked as an infant nurse, while his father was a fitter. The Payne household was filled with love and support, with Liam growing up alongside his two older sisters, Nicola and Ruth. From an early age, it was clear that Liam was destined for something special. However, his early years weren't without challenges. Liam was born 3 weeks premature and faced numerous health issues throughout his childhood. doctors discovered that one of his kidneys was scarred and not functioning properly. This diagnosis meant that Liam spent a significant amount of his early life in and out of hospitals, undergoing regular tests and treatments. To cope with the pain caused by his condition, he received a staggering 16 injections in his arm each morning and another 16 every evening. Despite these hardships, Liam displayed remarkable resilience, never allowing his health issues to define him. As he grew older, Liam channeled his energy into sports, especially cross-country running. He joined the Wolverhampton and Bilston Athletics Club to pursue his passion for running. Over the next few years, he became one of the top 3 1,500-meter runners in his age group in the country. His athletic abilities were a testament to his determination and dedication, traits that would serve him well in the years to come. Liam's first taste of the performing arts came when he joined the Pink Productions theater company at the age of 12. Here, he had the chance to perform as Tony Manero in a production of Saturday Night Fever. This experience marked a turning point in Liam's life, igniting his passion for music and performance. Additionally, he had already performed in front of a crowd of 26,000 during a Wolverhampton Wanderers football match, further feeding his desire to entertain. In 2008, at just 14 years old, Liam took a bold step into the world of show business by auditioning for the 5th series of The X Factor. He faced the judges Simon Cowell, Cheryl Cole, Danny Minogue, and Lewis Walsh. His audition piece, Frank Sinatra's "Fly Me to the Moon," earned him a spot in the competition, but he was cut during the boot camp stage. However, Cowell saw potential in Liam and invited him back for the Judges' House's stage, where he faced rejection once again. Despite this, Cowell encouraged him to return in 2 years, a moment that would prove pivotal. 2 years later, in 2010, Liam returned to The X Factor for its 7th series, armed with newfound experience and confidence. This time, he impressed the judges with his rendition of Michael Bublé's "Cry Me a River," earning him 4 yeses and a standing ovation from Cowell. Although he didn't advance to the boys category at judges' houses, guest judge Nicole Scherzinger proposed that he join forces with other contestants to form a boy band. This suggestion ultimately led to the formation of One Direction, alongside Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik. The chemistry among the 5 boys was evident, quickly making them fan favorites. They spent 2 weeks rehearsing together before performing an acoustic version of Torn at the judges' houses, which strengthened their bond and convinced Simon Cowell of their potential as a group. Although One Direction finished in 3rd place on The X Factor, their journey was only just beginning. After the show, they signed with Simon Cowell's Psycho Entertainment and released their debut single, What Makes You Beautiful, in September 2011. The song became a massive hit, topping charts worldwide and signaling the start of a new era in pop music. Their debut album, Up All Night, was released later that year and quickly reached the top of the charts in both the UK and the US, making One Direction the first UK group to have their debut album hit #1 in the United States. The band's first tour, the Up All Night Tour, highlighted their growing popularity and sold out within minutes. The tour included performances in the UK, Ireland, Australia, and North America, earning acclaim from both fans and critics. They also released Up All Night, the live tour, a video album documenting the tour, and continued to dominate the pop music scene. In 2012, One Direction released their second album, Take Me Home, which debuted at #1 in over 35 countries, solidifying their place in pop history. The lead single, Live While We're Young, became a worldwide success, further demonstrating their immense popularity. Their third album, Midnight Memories, released in November 2013, was the best-selling album globally that year and featured the hit single, Best Song Ever. Liam and One Direction continued to break records, achieving milestones that would forever etch their names in music history. They embarked on several highly successful world tours, including the Where We Are Tour, which became the highest-grossing tour of 2014, grossing over $290 million and drawing 3.4 million fans across 123 shows. As One Direction's popularity skyrocketed, so did their entrepreneurial ventures. They published multiple books, including Dare to Dream and Who We Are, our official autobiography, both of which became bestsellers. They also released concert films like One Direction, Where We Are, the concert film, further documenting their journey and connecting with fans. Liam was not only a vocalist, but also a significant contributor to the group's songwriting efforts, credited for co-writing more than half of the songs on their third and fourth albums. As the group continued to achieve unprecedented success, they became the only act in the 58-year history of the Billboard 200 Albums chart to debut their first 4 albums at number 1. Their 5th album, Made in the AM, released in November 2015, featured hit singles like Drag Me Down and Perfect, and debuted at number 1 in the UK and number 2 in the US. Following the departure of Zayn Malik, Liam took on more vocal responsibilities within the group, showcasing his versatility as a performer. However, after the release of Made in the AM, One Direction announced an indefinite hiatus in 2016, marking the end of an era but also the beginning of new opportunities for each member. With One Direction on hiatus, Liam Payne seized the opportunity to explore his solo career. He began working on various projects, collaborating with renowned producers and artists. In 2017, he signed a recording contract with Republic Records and released his debut solo single, Strip That Down, featuring Quavo. The song quickly became a commercial success, reaching the top 10 on the US Billboard Hot 100. Liam's solo work was diverse, showcasing his ability to blend different genres, from pop to R&B to EDM. He continued to release singles like Bedroom Floor, Get Low, and collaborations with artists such as Rita Ora and J Balvin. His debut album, initially slated for release in 2018, underwent several adjustments but ultimately showcased Liam's growth as an artist. In 2018, he performed in front of over 100,000 people during a free concert at Global Village in Dubai, a testament to his continued popularity as a solo artist. His music evolved, incorporating personal experiences and exploring new themes, solidifying his identity outside of One Direction. Liam's contributions to the music industry, both as part of One Direction and as a solo artist, reflected his dedication to his craft. His legacy is a bittersweet blend of incredible talent and the heavy burden of personal struggles. He was more than just a pop star. He was a relatable figure who navigated the pressures of fame, relationships, and health challenges. For many fans, his music served as a soundtrack to their lives, capturing moments of happiness, heartbreak, and everything in between. As fans continue to mourn his loss, there is also a collective effort to remember the joy he brought into the world. Liam's impact is felt not only through his music, but also through the connections he fostered with fans. But it's not just his fans mourning. Several celebrities have also paid their tributes to the late singer. Charlie Puth expressed his condolences on Instagram. "I am in shock right now. Liam was always so kind to me. He was one of the first major artists I got to work with. I cannot believe he is gone," he wrote in his first Instagram story. Puth also shared a video of the two laughing with each other and added the text, "I'm so upset right now. May he rest in peace." In another Instagram story, he included a screenshot of Payne discussing how Puth wrote a song with him. Below the photo, Puth wrote, "I am so sorry." Puth also added an Instagram post of the pair with no caption. Payne's Get Low collaborator Zed mourned the singer on X. "R.I.P. Liam, I can't believe this is real. Absolutely heartbreaking," he wrote. "So upsetting to hear the news of Liam Payne passing. Sending love and condolences to his family and loved ones. R.I.P. my friend," Paris Hilton wrote on X. Ty Dolla $ign added a photo of Payne to his Instagram stories and wrote, "Just talked to you 2 days ago, my guy. I'ma miss you for real." Juicy J wrote on X, "R.I.P. Liam Payne. Wow, I can't believe it. Prayers up for the family. Also paid tribute to the late singer in her Instagram stories. Liam, for so many years, I always knew I could call you for support and big brotherly advice, but now you're gone, she wrote. My thoughts and prayers are with Liam's family and friends during this time. You'll be so missed. My condolences to everyone who, like me, grew up listening to 1D and who cultivated so many good moments with their music. It's so sad that all of this doesn't seem real, wrote Brazilian actress-singer Maisa Silva on X. Numerous former X Factor contestants have shared their tributes. R.I.P. Liam Payne, condolences to friends and family, wrote Irish music duo John and Edward Grimes, who were contestants in Season 6 on X. Rylan Clark, a Season 9 contestant, expressed, "Extremely sad news. Very tragic and so young. RIP Liam." As the world reflects on Liam Payne's journey, it becomes clear that his life, though cut short, was filled with moments that inspired and connected people. His legacy will continue to resonate, reminding everyone that, even in the face of darkness, there's always a light to be found in the music and memories he leaves behind. That's it for this video, folks. Rest in peace, Liam Payne. You will be deeply missed.